Okay. Yeah. Good evening for everybody. I will present myself. I am Diana Erazo. I study in the Universidad de las Fuerzas Armadas de ESPED. For this webinar is for the subject Medios Convergentes TICs, and the topic for today is infinitive and gerunds. Welcome. Well, I start with any any concepts or any definition with the gerunds and infinitives. When we use gerunds, letter A after expression like or the verb like is can't stand, feel like, don't mind, and prefer. Letter B after some verbs with, for example, like, hate, enjoy, love, and avoid. Letter C. Gerunds can function as the subject as sentences. And the last definition is after to the preposition. Gerunds also use it for ing, the suffix ing, and the end of the verb. Well, I talk about the infinitives. When we use infinitives for letter A, some adjectives we are followed by an infinitive, and letter B, certain verbs such as want, desire, need, agree, promise are followed by an infinitive. Other concept of infinitive is used particularly to in the beginning of the base form. For example, verbs followed in by gerunds in this chart blue. The first that says verbs followed by gerunds. For example, admit, advise, appreciate, about, delay, finish, permit, resist, resume, and all the verbs in the chart blue is verbs followed by a gerund and verbs followed by an infinitive. The infinitives verbs to permit or to accept. The infinitive is agree, amen, appear, count, have, like, love, all the verbs with in the chart green. Yes. Continue. Example for gerunds and infinitives. Infinitives, remember that always the verbs in this chart is particularly to. All the infinitives you use particularly to. For example, agree to other verb, prefer to other verb, live to other verb, and continue to other verb. Well, gerunds. About the gerunds for this chart in the chart blue, you can say you can see the verbs, no? And admit, advise, finish, permit, resist, all. For example, in this part, this dying, sleeping, drawing, swimming is all the verbs that suffix in the end ing. Continue. Structure by infinitives. Is structured in the following way is particularly to plus verb stem or base form. For example, I love to swim at night at the public pool. In these sentences, you can see the infinitive we use love. The verb or infinitive we use in these sentences is love when particularly to. Love to. So remember that. Infinites. Agree to other verb. Prefer to other verb. And this part, I I prefer love. Love to swim and night in the public pool. We continue with structure 5, gerunds. How say? It is a structure with the infinitive form of the verb plus the suffix ing. In this ing, we can see the sentences following. Lina finished walking the race because she was tired. Lina finished walking the race because she was tired. In these sentences, the gerund of use is finished. Remember yeah, the charge blue. Finish. We can see in the third column, finish is verb following by gerund. And so in my sentence, I will use finish. Finish walking the race because she was tired. Walking is the other verb. We use the n suffix ing. Yes. And question is question about, tell me in the chat what are your questions about infinitives of gerunds. Let me see. In others, in others, in others example, to to find in Pinterest, you can find uh, sentences, topics about infinitive and gerunds. Is more explicative, more explicative. For in this chat, you can grade me, please, for the sentences of question about my explanation for infinitives of gerunds. Mm? Okay, please. Please, 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 please. Question. Oh, oh, oh. I can see. I can see. Okay. Diego Patiño, thank you so much. Which verbs allow gerunds and also infinitives? Okay, it's a good question. Is yes. I Other question about Jennifer. Can you make a sentences with a verb prefer, please? Yes, I can. Yes. Let me explain for question about Diego and Jennifer. Yes. Use this my presentation. Infinitives. The first question say which verbs allow gerunds also infinitives. Yeah. In among verbs with use infinitive and gerunds is the following. Beginning. No, I don't know. Begin. Let me begin. The verb continue. The verb hate. The verb start. The verb try. The verb and among others. Is it is it is used by infinitives and gerunds. Same, the same for. And the other question about Jennifer says, can you make a sentences with the verb prefer, please? Yeah, it's very easy. First, I I put the subject. In this case, my dad. My dad. My dad is third person. So use that to be. I with the verb prefer. Yeah. My type prefers to the particular tier. Don't forget this. To work. Yeah, to work. In present. Yeah. In the morning. Morning. In the morning of the day. Yes. I. You can see the two question about this topic. Infinitive adjectives. Other question? Maybe? Mm, thank you so much. Yeah, thank you so much. Is this? And yeah, is for to all today. Thank you so much for welcome to webinar. Anyway, thank you. Thank you so much for today. Yeah.